Well, ahead of Diwali, some great news which is likely to prop up and give more evidence of green shooting of the economy. So two important developments has taken place. One, of course, has been an increase in the country's net direct tax collections, which has seen a surge of 182%. I'm just going to break down by figures which have been released by the Finance Ministry, and it has essentially talks about the fact that there has been a 19.60 lakh crore in a increase for the financial year 2024, and this is an up from the 6.95 lakh crores of the previous financial year, and this is an increase in the personal income tax. I'm going to try and break it down. What does this essentially mean? See, what it essentially means in a common man's language is that if you're earning more, you're paying more income tax. An increase in the income or the personal tax collections by the government through the Finance Ministry essentially means that the earnings have increased, which is why I'm able to pay an increase in the personal tax. We know of many naysayers who are talking about a downturn in the economy, how people are facing problems, they are not being able to spend more because they are not earning enough, there's a kind of a joblessness. But these figures nail that lie. These figures give out evidence and proof that people's earnings have been increasing. Their personal income has increased, which is why people like me and you are able and are expected to pay more and more of the personal income tax. Now, this also has a spiraling effect on the economic growth. It means that if I'm able to earn more, I pay more income or personal tax, the collections for the government are also increasing. It also means that I'm going to be spending more. And when people start spending more, there are many more people who are going to earn. Their earnings are also increased. For example, my spending on consumer durables and on televisions, cars, so on and so forth, especially ahead of Diwali, becomes very important because this boosts up economic growth and the economy. This also kind of propels the feel-good sentiment, and it also helps others to earn. For example, the automobile industry too has seen a surge in their earnings, in their sales, refrigerators, electronics, all of these are sectors which really needs to increase. But with this is connected another important factor which we are talking about, more than 7 to 9% growth as far as the manufacturing sector is concerned. Now this also becomes significant because there is a demand and supply chain which is required to be addressed. So obviously it means that if I am going to be earning more, I'm not only going to pay more income tax because I'm able to pay that kind of increased income tax, but I'm also going to spend more. If I spend more, the demand also increases. If the demand increases, then the supply also has to be in consonance with that demand. And if the supply increases and the demand increases, it essentially means it's a huge leg up as far as the manufacturing sector is concerned. This becomes very important because the government, through various agencies, whether there's been Moody's, which has been giving their reflections, the Finance Ministry itself, the surveys which are conducted, the financial bodies conducting surveys, have been making the point that unlike many other even developed countries in the post-COVID area, India's economic growth has seen that green shooting, which means that there has been sustainable growth. And all of this gets reflected in the periodic tax collections, which has been increasing as far as the government's tax collections is concerned. So all of this is completely linked, which is a good mood story, which is also good, especially ahead of the Diwali, which means that, it's going to be a cracker of a Diwali for many, and it also means as far as the markets are concerned and the finances or the financial sector and the manufacturing sector and those hubs are concerned, and for the middle class like you and me, this of course has a reason to smile.